Alright, so this is going to be another review of a Indonesian exploitation flick. This one's called Jungle Version Force. Jungle Virgin. Virgin as in never had sex before. I'm not sure what the title of the movie has to do with the plot. Um, Nevertheless, this movie is sort of a mix between 1 Million AC/DC, The Mighty Gorga, and Tarzan's mate Jane. It's an Indonesian movie. There are four on this DVD, and the first two that I've seen so far are really, really good. And I finally figured out why they don't show any nudity in this movie. Is because nudity is against the law in Indonesia, at least in the filmmaking business. Um, so to get around that, the Indonesian exploitation filmmakers, what they do is they show naked lesbian orgies in the pond or the lake or whatever. But if it's frontal nudity, what they do is they make the nipples blurry so you can't even see the black nipples. And Indonesian women have the most magnificent black nipples that you can imagine, by the way. Um, so I guess the morality in Indonesia is that you can impale somebody on film or turn them into strawberry jello, but showing a black nipple on film is against the law. So go figure. It would have been a better movie had it not been for Indonesian censorship. And when I saw the first movie, I thought they were just wearing scantily clad clothes because it was hot in Indonesia, but actually they did it to get around the nudity law. Because what's the next best thing besides full frontal nudity is a woman with shorts up her butt and hardly anything to cover her breasts. Um, so in that regard, Indonesian exploitation movies are halfway good when it comes to nudity. And I have to give the makers of this film credit. They really know how to get around the stupid laws in Indonesia, and they did the best that they could. So I'm giving this one 5 stars again because the women are uber hot, and not only that, but the movie is great in other respects. For instance, the two ancient tribes in this movie, they're kind of secluded and unknown until the plane arrives with the modern-looking Indonesians. I really couldn't tell the difference between the modern-looking Indonesians. I mean, they all pretty much acted and looked the same, just like the silly-looking tribe members. So when they were fighting, for instance, I couldn't keep track of which which ones were the bad guys and which ones were the good guys because they all look the same, and the editing in this movie is really bad. And again, when I'm talking about bad things in this movie, I mean Plan 9 type bad, so bad that it's good, that kind of bad. And so the two tribes, they're broken up they're segregated by sex. One is male and one is female. The male tribe dude, he's got some kind of special powers. Like I said before, he could turn people into strawberry jello, or he can zap people with his hands, or he can even create a volcano eruption through some special power that I didn't quite understand. The queen has similar powers. She can zap people, I guess. I don't know. The end part is incredibly ridiculous and worthy of some kind of award for best cult film. Because when the king dude and the queen dude are fighting, they zap each other's faces somehow, and there's a volcano eruption. Some lady gets impaled, and then there's a comment like, "Oh my God, you idiot! You accidentally killed her," or something like that. And then it suddenly cuts to another fight scene. So it's very hard to keep track of the fight scenes in this movie. Um, of course, there's a lost treasure. Greedy people trying to get lost treasure, and that's part of the subplot, which is quite common in all these movies. Actually, this is the second movie that I've seen in the past couple weeks that reminded me of the Mighty Gorga. Uh, so that's about all I have to say about this movie. Great movie. Check it out. I give it 5 stars, and I'm going to watch the other 2 movies on the back of this disc now. So laters, and have a good night.